Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a very chilly Saturday morning with about 8 to 9 degrees temperature in the air. Now, this is a bit of a different video because a lot of you have been asking me, how do I have time to film my videos? How do I have time to edit my videos? The secret is, and you're gonna see today, the secret is you don't have time. That's the main thing. You never have time. Oh, bloody hell. So today we got a lot of stuff to do at work, and I also have to film. I also have to work. I also have to do Alex's Maxim 400, do the build on that one because I've been putting it off for a heck of a long time. So that's why I have all my camera gear. Review on this Lention will come soon. This is a camera bag, and I have everything I have except for the tripod fits in here, which is really nice, especially for traveling. And of course my Ryobi tools and the soldering iron because I'm gonna need it. Oh well, come on, Fred. Now I have to stop at that Easy Box and pick up a package. Let's start him up and warm him up. Now, regularly in the summer, I don't spend a lot of time warming up my machines because when it's 40 degrees outside, the oil and the engine are warm enough. But in the winter now, and although it's not even November yet, but trust me, it's cold. It's properly cold. In the winter now, I kind of like to leave it 1 or 2 minutes to get some heat into the oil and get the oil flowing a little bit before I put on the revs. Granted, even when I set off, I just ride like this slowly, so that's not hurting the engine a lot. Alright, let's stop here. I gotta pick up my package, and I'm not gonna turn off the engine. There we go. Just leave it like this. Love my Odins. Okay. There we go. This should be a SanDisk 64 gig high endurance micro SD card for Alex's navigation system. Because the Aochi that I got him, I think it's called the C5 Pro. Oh, bloody hell. The Aochi C5 Pro that Aochi sent over for review, and I'm mounting it on his machine, comes with both dash cams and with tire pressure sensors. So that's really nice for him because the Maxim 400 has neither of these. On my Zontes, I didn't need a tire pressure monitoring system because it already has one built in. Granted, the rear tire is always very lazy, but it has a system built in. But the Maxim 400 has nothing. So my plans for his Scoot is to turn it into a proper touring weapon. He also likes to do a bit of touring. He's starting to get into it more and more and wants to go further and further. We already have, from the spring trip when I had the AK550, we have handguards and a decent top case on it. But now I'm gonna get the Aochi navigation system so he can use Apple CarPlay because he owns an iPhone. And also have a tire pressure monitoring system and have some cameras monitoring because traffic in Bucharest is worthy of being monitored, let's put it like that. And also I'm gonna put heated grips on his machine, the Oxford heated grips. Plus what else? So yeah, we're gonna put a big GV windscreen, and I'm gonna try to make that GV windscreen be compatible with the handguards that he has currently, the NHT handguards, because he really likes those handguards, and I understand why, because I also have them on my BMW, and they're nice, they're big, they're very good for weather protection. I don't want to take those handguards off, so we're going to do whatever it takes to make that windscreen work with those handguards. Also, in case you're wondering, it's currently not even 9 o'clock on a Saturday. I'm also going to work because before I can work on his machine, I have to prep a couple of scooters for customers because we had a container come in last night. And yeah, I stayed till 9 o'clock at night at work, unloading the container with my colleagues. This container is almost a month delayed because of port problems. Ship couldn't come in for unloading. Then the customs was late. Then the customs wanted to check something again, and then check it again, and then recheck it and check it once more. So the scoots are kind of the scoots that we unloaded last night. People have been waiting for them for about a month, and they actually been waiting for a lot longer. But a month ago they should have been here, and they weren't. And a lot of people are not happy. So we're starting to do deliveries very, very quickly. And yesterday the scoots came in, and today we have. In about 3 hours, we have 6 people coming to pick them up. Yeah, I gotta go in and prep them. Now, normally I haven't been doing I don't do prepping of scooters at work. That's not my job. I no longer do that because in the beginning I used to do even that. But now I have so much work to do on my parts ordering and stuff like that, I don't have any time to prep vehicles. But today is an exception. It's an exceptional day. I am going to have to prep all 6 vehicles in about 2 or 3 hours. And the reason I got the job is because I'm kind of one of the fastest people to prep vehicles, especially Sims. I know them inside out. And yeah, when they need somebody to prep them quickly and instantly notice if something is wrong, Alex is on the job. But I don't mind. At least I get to film this video for you guys. That show you the insides, the inner workings of one, how I do my videos and how I find time to film and edit and stuff like that, and 2, how the inner workings of a little company like this works. Granted, it's an extreme situation where we have machines that have come in that are very late. Delivery was very late for them through no fault of us, and yeah, we get a video out of it. And if you want to do something nice, put down in the comments below just how wonderful my bosses are for allowing me to film stuff like this and showing it to you guys. Now, granted, I haven't asked for permission yet, but you know what they say. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. So give them a shout out in the comments below. Letting them know how awesome they are for letting me show you guys this stuff and how much you enjoy it and how much you appreciate it. So maybe I can keep my job in the future. Anyway, time to get into work. The warehouse is gonna be absolutely full because we left it last night. We didn't put things in order properly. I mean, we did like prep them for being prepped, the machines that have to leave today, but I have to take things out. I have to take the forklift out. There's a lot of stuff to do, so I'm gonna put my ass in gear and get to work as quickly as possible. Here we are, another day, another entrance into the yard. I don't know if I'm the first one at work, but I'm definitely not the first one at work. Morning. You know, this is kind of like my second home. For the past 4 years, I've been coming here so much I've been spending so much time in this yard that it feels like a second home. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but right. So these are the ones that are going to be picked up by Motomos. These are our test ride units, and inside I got stuff that I got to do. And this is Alex's Maxim 400 that we are going to work on later on in the day after 3 o'clock when work stuff is done. I can do other work stuff. Yeah, I work a lot. And here's Motomos coming in to load everything. Bloody hell, it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning. Fudge. That's And this is the current situation. So, yeah, there's Donnie. In case anybody's missed him, he's still here. He's still running like shit. You know, he's been sitting here for almost 2 months, and the noise has gotten quite worse from him sitting around. So, I'm just gonna show you. Yeah, that's not a nice noise. I am gonna fix him at some point, but probably in November after EICMA. But these are the 6 units that I have to get ready. So we got an ADX 300, 4 Jet 14 Evos, and an ADX 125, and also a bit of a treat for one of my subscribers that's been here and been a little bit on the channel, Mr. Marius Franga from Brasov. This is his scooter that just came in last night, and on Monday it's getting picked up and sent over to Brasov, and probably by Tuesday or Wednesday it's gonna be in his hands. So yeah, that's awesome. One of my subscribers getting his ADX 125. Don't mind the box on the top, it's just the windscreen in it, so it's not heavy, it's not gonna damage anything. But yeah, he got himself a little David. But I gotta get to work. Well, as you can see, all the units are done in record time, 1.5 hours, and yep, stuff is getting very, very busy. This is our test fleet. People are testing. In about 30 minutes, people will start to come pick up their units. 6 units delivered today. They're gonna be in record time, and we really have to push ourselves to get everything done. But it's fun. We get the job done. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's a little bit unorthodox. And let's get in the sunlight so you can get some light. Oh yeah, isn't that great? Sometimes it's a little bit unorthodox. We have to pull together and do what we have to do to get the units to the customers as quickly as possible. But yeah, that's life in a dealership, and I'm gonna wait for customers to arrive and pick those units up. I'm gonna do their one of my colleagues, Alex, over there is gonna do like the paperwork and everything, and I'm gonna do basically all the technical informations and get people on their way. Awesome, awesome, awesome. More scoots, more people riding. As Shaytree says, one more of us, one less of them. I want to see everybody riding on 2 wheels and enjoying life and living their best lives. Well, everybody has left. Only my colleague Alex is still here doing a bit of paperwork. He is gonna leave on the Jet 14 Evo 200. And like I've said, the day continues. It's currently, what is it? 2:30 in the afternoon. It's a Saturday. And I have to get into the warehouse where I'm prepping for you guys, because I am filming another video how we turn his Maxim 400 into a proper touring scooter. So I got my tripod right here. We're gonna put it in position somewhere around here, and that's how it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to work
What I'm doing to his scooter is we're mounting a pair of Oxford heated grips. We're mounting the Aochi Android Auto Apple CarPlay system, which also includes front and rear cameras and tire pressure monitoring system. And we are ditching the standard windscreen for a GV enlarged windscreen. All of you are asking, how do I have time to film my videos? This is how. It's a Saturday. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and I'm gonna probably start a 4 or 5 hour job of fitting everything to his scooter. I have no idea how to take this thing apart. I haven't had time to search online. I'm gonna do it as I go. Hopefully I have to take off very few fairings to get this job done, but it is what it is. That's what it takes to get the videos out to you guys, so I'm gonna get to work. So this is where we're at. 3 hours into the build, the sun is starting to set. We are 3 hours into the build, and this is where we're at. So I've got the entire scooter completely undressed. I have routed the power cable for the heated grips and for the Aochi navigation system. The rear camera is mounted. I have a mount for it, and I'm really happy with it. I mean, it's a very clean setup. Yep, kind of like that. And I've tested the heated grips. I still have to mount the heated grips. I've mounted the navigation system with this bracket I got off of AliExpress. Drilled a hole through it and mounted here on the navigation's rubber mounts. Also drilled a hole into this fairing so I can route the cables inside, and the cable manage them a little bit. They go down the side and into the fairing. I still have the front camera to mount underneath the headlight, but that's going to be easy because everything is right here and it plugs in right here into its connector. And yeah, then at the end the windscreen is gonna go on. But this is what goes into doing a video like this, where I test a product out. And in case you're wondering why YouTubers ask for money to test a product out, I am currently 3 hours in. It's almost 6 o'clock, Jesus. I am 3 hours in and I still have another 3 hours to go. So yeah, it ain't easy. It ain't easy testing them, but since I get them for free, I have to test them because I cannot recommend the product to you guys unless I properly test it. So it is what it is. Doing YouTube takes sacrifices. This is the sacrifice. I have to spend hours and hours mounting and filming, and of course doing a time lapse for you guys, so you have an idea of just how much time it takes and what goes into something like this. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on cracking, and hopefully in the next 2 or 3 hours I'll have everything back together. Well, the DJI Osmo Action just clicked over 5 hours of time lapse, and that's kind of my end for today, because it's what is it? 20 minutes to 8, and that's enough for today. I haven't got a lot left to do. I'm gonna come in tomorrow. I didn't want to come in tomorrow, but I thought maybe I could do it in one day in this afternoon, but there's still a bit of work to do. First of all, the TPMS sensors don't work. So, yeah, excuse my very dirty hands. I'm going to wash my hands. But the TPMS sensors don't work. Now, I'm not too worried about this because they have easily replaceable batteries. So for tomorrow, I'm going to try to find a couple of batteries. If not, I'll steal some from Brutus, my BMW, because he uses the same batteries. Maybe I can try those. But the Aochi is in, the heated grips are in, and they're nicely plumbed up with all the wires going into the shroud of the handlebar. I have the scooter mainly together, so the front end is completely together, the back end is together, everything is bolted down. All I need to do is put in the luggage rack back on, the luggage box, and the seat. And it's kind of done, but before I do that, I have to do this wiring, like make sure it doesn't move, tie it down, and also the accessory cable. I need to get into the fuse box here, and get myself accessory power. This is accessory power. I do have a piggyback fuse, so I'm going to use that. So when you turn on the scoot, the Aochi power's on. Now what we can do is we can give it on the accessory cable. We can give it a solid stream of 12 volts. Stay there. And it powers on. It does say Maxim 400 here. I was able to customize the boot logo. And we have our front and rear cameras. Let's go through them. Front one, rear one. And both of them, also we have like the panel. This should be our tire pressure sensors here, but something is not working. I'm gonna try to get them fixed. But yeah, this is kind of the view. It's nice, and I hope he enjoys it. But more on the Aochi in the video about it, actually. Pull this off, take the accessory off, and now it will shut itself down. As you can see, it's definitely nighttime outside. I'm gonna leave everything here and get my ass home. But yeah, that's what it takes to bring you videos. How do I have time to film videos? Like this, not staying home. Yeah, it's a sacrifice. If you love this thing, it's a sacrifice you have to make. If you plan on starting YouTube for yourself, this is the sacrifice you're gonna have to make. Long hours, filming, editing, and this is just filming part. Working on scoots, especially if you're a motorcycle YouTuber, you're gonna work on stuff. But yeah, it's fun. Hopefully you have a wonderful significant other that understands your head problems. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that for tonight, and we will be back here in the... And just like that, it's the next day. It's Sunday currently. What is it? Let's see. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I am back on the job on a Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning. I've been here for 30 minutes. I've already done a couple of things, like swap out the batteries on the Aochi tire pressure sensors with the batteries from the sensors on my BMW, because they are the same batteries. These are from the BMW, and they still don't work, so I'm gonna have to contact them. I'm also gonna buy a set of brand new batteries, because the ones in the BMW are also about 1 year old, so they might be out as well. I haven't ridden that bike in a while. But I'm gonna buy brand new batteries. If not, I'm gonna contact their support and see if I can get replacement tire pressure sensors. What else have I done? When I came, this was glued on here with double-sided tape. I'm gonna have to clean off the residue, and it fell off. So I took the mount that it has, drilled a brand new hole, and mounted on the base of the mirror. The rubber sits a little bit wonky, but now this thing is properly solidly mounted. I've adjusted the throttle cable, so now we don't have Alex had a lot of free play in it. Now we don't. Always when you adjust your throttle cable, because you can adjust it from here. Where is it? Come on. Focus. Focus, you bitch. You can adjust them through here. Over here you have this adjuster nut. You always want a little bit of free play. This is how I like it. But also look at your throttle body, and when you open it and close it, you want to hear the clicks of the throttle body reaching its maximum. So listen. So that means it's not too tight, it's not too loose, and the throttle works nice. So I'm gonna restart the time lapse here and get to work finishing this thing. I still have to tidy up the cables and put the whole back end together, and we're done. Then we can ride it and test it and see how it rides now in full touring spec. I'm finished. I just have to take it out on test ride. If you've seen my previous video where I go through it in full detail, but this is it. This is what goes into building something like this and bringing those kinds of videos to you guys. It's a labor of love, but yeah, the results speak for themselves. I mean, Alex better be happy with it because he has quite an awesome machine, a Maxim 400 Grand Tourer. We got the top case on the back, we got the handguards, we got the Aochi system with the front and rear cameras. We have an SAE connector to charge up the battery or connect the accessories. What else? We got dual cameras, front camera and rear camera. I really love how these turned out. We have the heated grips, we have the mount, we have the big GV windscreen. The quad lock, in case you're wondering, is a reservoir mount. It fits the Maxim 400 pretty well. We have the heated grips mounted here, the Oxford Premium heated grips. It's ready to conquer long distances, and yeah, I hope Alex enjoys it. But I'm gonna take it out on a bit of a test ride. You've already seen the test ride in my previous video, and then I'm gonna give him a call. Maybe he wants to come pick it up. So yeah, see you in a bit.
Well, that's it. Project Maxim 400 Grand Tourer for Alex is done, for my colleague Alex from sales, and yeah, it turned out all right. You've probably seen my previous video where I go into detail and ride it and test it, but everything works as it should. And currently now it's 5 minutes past 1, Sunday, and now my weekend starts. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it on the battery tender to charge up the battery, just because if it sits overnight here in the warehouse, why not give the battery a full charge? It's healthy for the battery. Unfortunately, Alex couldn't make it here today to pick up his pride and joy, but yeah, he'll pick it up tomorrow when he comes in for work. But I gotta go home and start my weekend. It's 1 in the afternoon and my weekend starts. Oh, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Got all my tools back and everything. Close? Yeah, it closes. Come on, Fred. Let's get ourselves home and relax this weekend so we're ready for another full weeks of work. When I say relax, I'm probably gonna start editing this footage, but you know, you get the idea. All right, let's hit the road. We're done for this weekend. I'm done working. I'm probably gonna edit a little bit and spend some time with the family. Not gonna edit too much. I've already missed this weekend upload because I didn't have anything ready. I didn't have time to film anything. But now I have all of this footage to bring you guys next week 2 videos. You've probably already seen them if you're watching this, but This is the process behind the scenes of how a video happens and how I manage to have a full-time job and have a family at home and do YouTube at the same time. Like I said in the beginning of this video, people ask me, how do you have time to do everything? Well, now you know. I don't have any time. I just work constantly, never stop. If you want to make your dreams happen, you really have to put in the effort, put in the time, and put in the consistency, because a lot of people give up on their dreams very, very quickly. I did hear a quote a couple of days ago, and it went something like this. You don't get to know how far along you are on the road to your dream. But if you stick to it, it will happen. It will happen at some point. But you just don't get to know where you are, at what point you're at in achieving your dream. So you just gotta stick with it. If you believe in it, you just gotta stick with it and put in the effort, put in the hours, put in the work. Try to balance work, life, everything, and try to get it done. If you are persistent with a lot of things in life, you will achieve success. And I am still putting in the effort. I am not giving up on my dream of going full-time on YouTube. I am still putting in the work. I'm still putting in the hours. Filming by day when I have a bit of free time. Editing by night while the family sleeps. Spending time with the family. Spending time at work, at my full-time job. It's a hustle. I sleep somewhere in the region of 4 to 5 hours a night. Fortunately, I'm one of those people that doesn't require more hours of sleep. Usually 5 to 6 hours of sleep is good enough for me. I can do a full day's work afterwards. I'm rested enough to do a full day's work. So that kind of helps. But if you are lazy and if you like your sleep and relaxation, then yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Doing this isn't easy. You really have to keep at it and try to get it done. You really have to keep your motivation intact, because although it may take a long time to happen, and I've been doing this for 3.5 years now, and I've achieved a decent level of success, I would say. When I started, I couldn't even dream about companies sending me stuff. Going to the trip in the States to the Scooter Cannonball, I couldn't even imagine something like that. And now we're getting close. We're getting close to achieving that, and to get sponsorship and everything. It's just amazing how far I have come in the past 3.5 years, and I have all of you to thank for this. Because without you watching the videos and liking them and sharing them and subscribing to the channel, I would be just some weirdo talking to myself on the internet. But I have you guys. I have you guys to entertain, to be entertained by your comments, get discussions going. It's a wonderful community that's forming on this channel, and I appreciate each and every last one of you who watch the videos, who like, who subscribe, and who support the work I put in. And as you saw today, it is a lot of work. Now I still have half a day. Come on, Fred. Now I still have half a day of Sunday left to spend time with the family and enjoy a little bit of weekend relaxation. That's all I usually get, about half a day. But you know what? Every time I see your comments, and every time I've seen a couple of comments of people telling me how much my content and my joyfulness has helped them with stuff like depression, and it's humbling when I hear something like that. I mean, I just do these videos for fun because I like to do them and because I believe in my dream of trying to make it full-time on YouTube. But to hear what an impact my wacky little videos have on you guys, it's amazing. Honestly, it's amazing. So thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little insight into my everyday life and how do I get my videos done. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends if you think it's interesting, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, take care out there everyone, and ride safe. Bye!